Hello again. My name is Rollo Wexford, and I only tell the truth. In fact, I'm so concerned with the truth that I feel compelled to tell you that this steaming cup of tea right here, while it is Adagio's Brigadoon, which is what we'll be discussing today, is an affectation. I don't drink hot tea. I think it's gross. I prefer iced tea because I'm a sensible human being. Adagio's Brigadoon is a flavorful black that, if properly steeped, will delight your taste buds for years to come. And that's a good thing, because it's only available February 29th every 4 years, much like the mystical town of Brigadoon, Scotland. We'll get into some of those specifics later, but first, do you ever notice how some really excellent people are enthusiastic about tea? Like Jean-Luc Picard from the Star Trek universe, Uncle Iroh from the Avatar The Last Airbender universe, or my friend Akin from this universe. Perhaps the reason for this is that a great cup of tea, like a great person, is in perfect balance with the world around them. One of my wisest teachers once pointed out that a perfect cup of tea is in perfect harmony with the four classic elements of nature. Too much earth, which would be, the tea leaves themselves, and your tea is, too strong, too stubborn with its flavors. Too much fire, and you oversteep the tea, changing the flavor, making it into something bitter and terrible. Too much water, and you have a weak tea. I don't really remember what air has to do with tea, but, don't blow on it too much, because... In any case, I'm pretty sure tea's good for you, at least if you leave out all the sugar and, all the other stuff. Just the tea, just the water in the tea, not just the tea, because then you'd be munching on dried tea leaves, and that's probably not good for you. Also, don't smoke tea leaves, because that's not how divination works. The point is, I only drink tea, water, beer, and milk, and I haven't been sick in 17 years, which is half my life. I haven't been sick unless you count the couple times that I believe I was cursed, and a few times where I believe I may have been poisoned. Not, maliciously poisoned, but, insect bites and, spiders have poison. Or is that venom? In either case, there's none of that in Adagio's Brigadoon tea, available every 4 years. If you missed your chance this time around during leap year, you'll have to wait until the next time around. I'm not really sure if that's because Adagio Teas stores up all of their Brigadoon tea for when the mystical city in Scotland appears, at which point they offload all of their stock and we get to partake in the rest, or perhaps they are only able to obtain their Brigadoon tea from the mythical Scottish village, and so they have to wait every 4 years to reapply. Either one of those, I believe those two are equally plausible. So, if you want to sound like a tea snob or a weirdo beer drinker or somebody who's way too into wine, pay attention right now. This tea has a rich, malty flavor. If brewed properly, it needs to be brewed properly, you'll get some some deep floral notes. The maltiness comes across as like a sweetness, even when this tea has no sweetener in it, and it's pretty fantastic. The little blue cornflowers on the inside really give the actual tea leaves a pretty special appearance. They look like they're shot through with midnight satin. It's pretty amazing. So, a little note about brewing tea at a proper temperature. Anybody ever had pu'er tea? You? It's pretty good, right? If brewed properly. But if you decide to steep it at a temperature, like what comes out of your water standing cooler thing that also has a red little switch that you pour hot water from, your tea's going to taste like fish. And that's disgusting. But if you brew a good cup, it's not necessarily disgusting. I actually kind of like to add some lapsang souchong to my pu'er when it still tastes like fish, and you got this smoky, fishy tea. It's really interesting. But if you're not a weirdo freak, then brew your, boil your water, pour it over your tea, let it steep for the proper amount of time, and then you've got this just rich, kind of woody pu'er tea that is completely ruined if you steep it wrong. This is a bit more forgiving. I think that, if you were lucky enough to pick it up, in February, then good on you. If not, then that wasn't very positive. I'm sorry. What I meant was, good luck next time around. Or, if you find a way to cross whatever transdimensional field keeps Brigadoon locked away from the rest of us, let me know. I'd be willing to, support your efforts and come along with you and pick up some tea. So I think that's it for my unpaid and unasked for endorsement of Adagio's Brigadoon tea. And I just want to say good night and good luck. Thanks.